Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is deep foundation. So far, we have seen that foundation can be classified into two different categories. First is a shallow foundation, other one is a deep foundation. And how do we classify the foundation? We classify this foundation based upon their width and depth. If let's say B is the width of the foundation and DF is the depth of foundation from the ground level, and if the value of P is greater than the value of depth of footing, then these type of footings are or foundation are called as a shallow foundation. And if reverse of that is true, that is if depth of foundation is greater than the width of foundation, then those type of foundation are called as a deep foundation. This is what we have already seen in shallow foundation series. If you are not seen those videos, please go and check out those videos. I'll provide the link somewhere on the top. And again, let's come back to deep foundation. So deep foundation are usually of three different types. One is a pile foundation, other one is cation. There is a one more type of foundation is called as a well foundation. These are the deep foundation example. Then shallow foundation, as we already seen in our previous series, that is these are classified into footing, raft or mats. Okay, so next, probably the most important question in this tutorial: when do we provide a deep foundation? There are four different conditions or cases in which we have to provide a deep foundation. The first case is if soil is not capable of supporting the load. In that case, not adequate safety against shear failure. If the soil is going under the shear failure, then we provide deep foundation. We'll talk about these all four conditions deep into detail later on, but for the time being, just remember this condition. Fourth condition is if providing a shallow foundation is uneconomical. We'll see later on how does a shallow foundation become uneconomical. And the fourth one, and again an important one, if hard strata is not available near to the ground surface. In all these four cases, what we have to do, we have to provide a deep foundation. Okay, so let's look at a one condition. Let's say this is the red line that you see is a plot area given to you, and you have to provide a foundation over here, and you have done your calculation and you reach to a conclusion that you need a foundation or a footing of size 2 meter by 1 meter. Remember, you are looking from the top view and this is the plan of the footing. Okay, so these are the 6 different footing that you need to create a building. And let's say the soil has a safe bearing capacity 400 kilonewton per meter square. Load on each footing, there are 6 different footing, and each footing carries load of 1000 kilonewton. Sorry. Okay, so and area of each footing is, so area will be equals to 2 by 1, that is 2 meter square. Now if you look at the pressure exerted by the footing onto the soil, it can be given by this simple pressure formula. Pressure is equals to load per unit area. So if we put that these values into our equation, we'll get load is 1000, area that we have is 2 meter square. So the pressure exerted by the soil will be equals to 500 kilonewton per meter square. Now if you notice one thing, safe bearing capacity of your soil is 400 kilonewton per meter square, but your each footing is exerting a pressure of 500 kilonewton per meter square. That means 100 kilonewton square is more. So that means that your soil will not be able to withstand this pressure. So in this case, if you provide a shallow foundation, your bearing, your soil is definitely going to fail. So what you can do to avoid this? Of course, you can provide a deep foundation, but you cannot directly reach to the conclusion. What you have to do? Let's change dimension of the footing. Instead of this 2 meter, what I'll do is I'll make it as a 2.5 meter. So because of that, my area will also become 2.5 meter square. And now let's put these values into our equation. So P equals to force per unit area. Force is, that is load, divided by area is 2.5 meter square. So your pressure exerted by the footing becomes 400 kilonewton per meter square. That means the pressure exerted by the footing is equals to safe bearing capacity of the soil. Now in this case you can provide the shallow foundation, or you can provide the foundation without being worried that your soil will fail into the shear. But what will happen if you do that? Your foundation will become uneconomical. How it is becoming uneconomical? Because in earlier case, when your area was like this, when your area was 2.2 meter, and in this case when your area is 2.5 meter, in when you provide area equals to 2.5 meter, the total area of the footing is increasing by about 25%. That means your cost of construction of the footing will also increase by 25%, and 25% is a very big amount. Let's say you are doing a project which cost you around 10 lakh rupees. Okay, the footing construction cost you around 10 lakh rupees. But if you increase the footing size by 25%, it will cost you around 12.5 lakh rupees. That nobody will let you do that. If you do that, you will get fired from your job. So what is the solution here? The solution is nothing but the deep foundation. Okay, so that entire thing, how to provide a deep foundation, how to calculate the bearing capacity of deep foundation, that is what we are going to see in this video tutorial. Okay, so this is it for the part 1. We'll meet into the part 2. We'll discuss more things about the deep foundation. Thanks for watching. Take care.